You got a gun.
What I do? What I do?
You got a gun.
I don't have a gun. I don't have a gun. What did you do?
210. 210. Start me another unit.
What did you do? Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right, the video that you just saw is concerning Sergeant Robert Warrington in Bowie, Maryland, Prince George's County. And as you see from the video, it appears that he had just shot a man for apparently no reason. This officer, a month later, has been indicted on attempted murder charges. Now, this happened about September the 12th. And less than a month later, they finally brought charges against this man. Now, some backstory to the situation. The young man was riding with his wife and his children when his hat somehow flew out of the window. And the vehicle pulled over to the side of the road. He was walking back. And that is when the police evidently pulled up, and the police asked him, as you will see on the video, you know, are you helping this lady? And then, you know, the man said, nah, she's taking me to the hospital. Now, apparently he had been injured. And so while he's walking past the officer just pulls out his pistol and blah, shoots. And initially, as it looked like, the man had been hit. But fortunately, this 12-year veteran, Sergeant Warrington, was a terrible shot with his gun, and also probably as much of a terrible shot as he is a terrible police officer. And as the usual protocol, first thing he yells is, gun, gun, gun. He had a gun. He had a gun. And then after he realizes that, you know, that won't fly, you know, the man was clearly holding, you know, a bloody rag or something, nursing his wounds. Then he instantly says, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Now, fortunately, once again, the guy was a terrible shot. So the brother didn't get hit. However, you must imagine what type of traumatic situation it was for this brother and his family. So without further ado, I'm going to play this news article so you guys can see it. And you tell me what you think about this situation.
The video released today reveals exactly what happened along Collington Road back in September. News 4's Jackie Benson has new reaction tonight from the officer's boss and a warning. Although no one was physically hurt in the Bowie shooting, you may find the body camera video disturbing.
We're going to show you the full interaction so you can watch how it unfolded.
You here to help her? Are you here to help her?
Nah, she taking me in the hospital.
Right here. You got a gun.
What I do? What I do?
You got a gun.
I don't have a gun. I don't have a gun. What did you do?
210. 210. Start me another unit.
What did you do? Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That was the scene September 12th around 8 a.m. on Collington Road near Route 50 in Bowie. The officer had stopped to check on a white SUV parked on the side of the road. A close look at the body cam video prior to the shooting shows the man holding his right hand across his stomach. In his left hand, he holds a white cloth or T-shirt with what appears to be blood on it. A few days later, News 4's Darcy Spencer spoke to the man who was shot at. He did not want his face shown or his name used. He said he was trying to retrieve this hat, which had blown away, while his girlfriend and children sat in the SUV.
You thought you were hit by this gunfire?
Yes. As soon as my ears stopped ringing, I turned around and asked the officer, why did he shoot me?
He says he instinctively pulled out his phone to try and capture some record of the shocking incident.
Why did your officer shoot at me for no reason?
Did you want them to check your head out?
Yes, sir.
All right.
The gunshot hit a passing minivan on Collington Road. Luckily, no one was injured. Prince George's County State's Attorney Aisha Braveboy.
The video that was provided by the Bowie City Police Department, it speaks for itself. The actions were not in line with the training or the general orders of the Bowie City Police Department.
Bowie Police Chief Dwayne Preston issued a statement that reads in part, "I support the grand jury's independent, objective process. Sergeant Warrington will be suspended without pay." The statement goes on to say, "I want to thank the community for their patience and support throughout this investigation." Warrington is a 12-year veteran of the Bowie Police Department. He faces charges that include attempted second-degree murder and reckless endangerment. In Bowie, Jackie Benson, News 4.
All right, so there you see the police chief, which happens to be a black man, explaining that he is pleased with the grand jury's indictment of second-degree unaliving and reckless endangerment. However, we know from these the plethora of these situations that if convicted, he is going to get the proverbial slap on the wrist. Then as well, you see another sister who is, I think, the Attorney General, the DA or whatever. She's again saying that the video speaks for itself. However, if you see the scene, when you saw him on the scene and he was asking, the officer, why did your officer shoot me? It was almost like the officer was interrogating him, like he had did something wrong. And so this narrative, once again, always speaks to what did you do to make this officer just haul off and fire around at you? It's obvious that these officers are trained to shoot first and ask questions later. As the sister said, well, this is not in line with our training. Evidently it is. And no matter if no one was injured, what if it was? Does this charge, does this apology, does this investigation bring that man back to his loving wife and his daughters? No. It doesn't. So I don't know who is training these people, but whoever is training them is definitely training them to operate in this manner. And this is just an example of, once again, the fear that has been instilled of it. That black man was walking back to the car, had no warrant, wasn't threatening, wasn't failing to comply. He was simply trying to get his hat that flew off his head in the middle of the traffic. And here you have him almost being unalived by some overzealous officer. Now, being that he's been on the force 12 years, he should know better. So what is it? Where is the switch in these officers' mind that just tells them, hey, shoot, gun, shoot? There's definitely something that is triggering these. And I don't know what his background is, whether it's military or, mercenary or whatever it is. But, that was definitely a uncalled for situation. Fortunately for the man who declined to be on camera, probably scared for his life, probably shook up. Fortunately for him, he was able to, make it out alive. But this is becoming, once again, all too familiar. And once again, this should have made national news. This should have made national news. However, once again, this is just, a commonplace. Oh, yeah, another cop shoots an unarmed man. All right, nothing to see here. He's going to apologize. We're going to bring in the investigation. We're going to suspend him. This time he was suspended without pay. And we're going to bring the SBI in. They're going to investigate it, internal affairs. And, he's going to go through some counseling, some sensitivity training. And if he does get fired, he's going to be allowed to go work in another state or another county somewhere. This is just it. This is what's going on. So my question is to you is what has to happen to, from the people, from the people or from the legislative branch to make sure that these things stop happening. Nevertheless, 919-587-7782. Peace and blessings. Thank y'all for watching.
From local stories to Wayne County news, get ready to dive into everything happening in North Carolina with Taylor House Publishing. Got a story to share? Shoot us an email at taylorpublishinghouse@gmail.com. If you're looking to publish your book or need some top-notch mentorship, we've got your back. Join the excitement with the one and only Richard Taylor, right here at Taylor House Publishing. Speak with Richard directly at 919-587-7782. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and invite your family and friends to watch.
From Wayne County to the Carolina coast, Taylor House bring the news you love most. Tune in on YouTube, don't miss a beat. Local stories that keep you on your feet. Taylor House, we got the scoop. Taylor House Publishing.